said I plan a Paris honeymoon. I've never even been to Europe.
Still no sign of Team NA yet, so hopefully they will show up soon. So, there's another match going on between PFT and one Rat 4 Enters. I didn't even realize there was 2 matches right now. Oops. I wondered what they were doing in the Discord. Woo, Beer League! Yeah! What's up, Muffin Man? Not building any more Sunfire capes, I hope. Renton subscribed with Prime. Thank you, sir. Haven't even touched League since our game. So there you go. That's one way to avoid building Sunfire Cape. Who's casting? Who else? Oh, that was wired. And do they love me? Ah, yes, Bucci. Everybody's favorite. Of course, of course. Alright. We do finally have someone from NA here in the lobby, or from Team NA, so hopefully it's not too long for the rest of them to show up. Don't look at me, bro. I'm not the bottleneck here. I would if I could. Alright, and here we go. We shout out to my baby daddy Rihi. Of course, we can always do a shout out for good old Rihi, aka Richie, aka everyone's favorite. But enough about that. Game 1 draft has actually started. And here we go. It's going to be Team DQ here on blue side for Game 1. They're coming off a Week 1 victory. And Team NA on the red, they're coming off a very tough Week 1 loss where they had to sub 2 players, so hopefully it can rebound and show us what they're made of here in Week 2. A lot of mid lane bans coming through already. Makes sense. I know both these mid laners are pretty expensive. So what's the deal with these teams? Who's serving? Not really sure I understand the question. Who's serving? What does that mean? We do get the Jinx first pick. No big surprise there. What's the history? Well, DQ is many longtime beer league players. Really Bad Zed, Mpex, Reese, Zesty Queso. They do have their sub Renton filling in for Sawdu today. And then Team NA, they are a new team. I believe they are, what I understand, they're another, what is it, a Team CR group from outside of beer league. There's 2 Team NAs. No, this is the same one we just played, Stone. Hopefully they have a bit better go of it this time around. I do find the Garen early blind pick for NA very interesting. I think against Shen it's totally fine. It's just I'm kind of surprised they picked it that early. Is Garen good again, by the way? I think they just buffed him, right? I know he's gone like a little. They want him to build more like a Juggernaut and less like a one-shot assassin with crit. So he was pretty weak when they first changed it, but they've buffed him a couple times since then. Still no mid laners picked though, so I imagine we'll see a lot of mid bans here. Well, I mean, I guess it could be Ziggs mid, I suppose, but you don't really see that anymore. So presumably it's bot with the Braum, but who knows? How's the music level, guys, by the way? I think I got it about right, but let me know if it's too loud. Recent Zesty bot lane, yes it is. I'm not sure how this DQ team is tournament legal, but apparently they found a way to make it work with all the points. They're the only team to spend all 25.5 points on their starting roster. So they found a way to make it happen. It's gonna be the Kindred lock-in, okay. Oh, sorry. Did I say they had the full starting lineup? No, my apologies. It's not DQ because they have Renton subbing for him, who costs more than Sawdude. It's a different team that has all 25.5 points. I don't remember which one. I'll have to look that up. Actually, hold on. We'll look at here as soon as the draft is done. I don't remember which team it was. IQ Dead Zone? Ah, that's right. It's IQ with Rihi. That's right. It's going to be a Zir final pick. Interesting choice. And then Mordecai's our last pick. Okay. I guess this is a Garen mid then? It must be, right? I'm not sure how well that'll do against Azir. But, okay. And I am a sub, hee hee. Indeed. Well, we finished the draft. Still kind of waiting on where the heck Team NA actually is. I can't join for some reason. Might have to remake lobby. Team NA, aka not attending. It's kind of looking like it. All right, now they're starting to make their way in. Oh, looks like Pathfinder is here. Okay. Then I don't know who their support or their sub is. Yeah, they finally made it. Only 22 minutes late. Wait, not yet. Wouldn't be Beer League without issues with the client, would it? Nope. Okay, I think we're good.
Choose to follow your instincts.
No. I don't know when they added ads to this playlist, but I'm pissed off. These YouTube videos with Riot Music used to not have ads on them, but I think YouTube fucked it up. All right, well, they're in Champ Select, and we'll wait for a spectator delay, so I will be back in a couple minutes. Do you think Team DQ is a favorite Digimon? Dude, I remember Digimon, man. Definitely did not take off to quite the degree that Pokemon did. Although, I think they're still doing stuff, which is wild. Probably not much, but they still exist. As far as I know. Too late. Oh no, actually I can do it this way. No, I cannot. Alright, well, whatever. Let me pause that real quick. And here we go. We're finally getting started between Team DQ and Team NA. I know Team NA is called Near Airport, but I have no idea what DQ stands for. So I've decided I'm just going to call them Team Dragon Quest. So, Team Dragon Quest versus Team Near Airport.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And it is indeed going to be the Garen mid, which is an interesting choice. I'm guessing they picked it early as a flex pick and decided they wanted it mid. It's Doom Q, but I like Dragon Quest better. Yeah, me too. You are henceforth known as Team Dragon Quest. Best of luck to you, Team Dragon Quest. All right. Where's my gun? There it is. All right, True Phenom, do you have second win like you should? Yes, he does. Perfect. Oh, I don't want to follow him. Hold on. There we go. Junglers going to be starting on opposite sides this game, which I think makes sense. Jarvan wants to gank bot, and Kindred kind of... Well... Actually, I'm not sure why Kindred is starting bot. I feel like you definitely want to start. Well, I don't know. I don't know what camps Kindred is best at taking. And True Phenom has taken a lot of damage on the Garen there. I mean, he's got D-Shield in second win, so he'll probably be okay. But can't take too much damage, especially if you don't have TP to reset. I am a little surprised he opted for the Ignite still, despite being mid lane Garen. Yeah, there's our pause. Wouldn't be Beer League without that either.
A summoner has disconnected.
I believe it is the... I believe it is the support that is the sub for Team NA. I believe their regular support is Rogue Otter, but he's had some IRL issues that have kept him from playing the last couple games, or last couple matches. It's unfortunate. What's up, Brehe? That is true. Team Dragon Quest is indeed all of those things. Team Dairy Queen's also good. I like Bucci's idea. There's a lot of good acronyms that have DQ in them, so.
A summoner has reconnected.
It's okay. Slammer prefers pauses when he casts. That is absolutely not true, Mr. Impix. A boneless pizza. True. I hate bone-in pizza. It's so much more difficult to eat. All right. Riveting. I try to get at least one pause in when you are casting us. I appreciate it, Rihi. Hoping for IQ win. Did we do bets? Nah, I don't even know how to do that. I assume there's something I can do on my end to do that, but I don't know what it is. And it says the game has been on pause, but okay, there we go. They kind of did draft no winning lanes though. Yeah, NA's draft was odd.
A summoner.
Oh no, he disconnected again? Oh no. Oh no!
A summoner has reconnected.
Oh boy. Well, we got 21 minutes and 55 seconds until Baron spawns. Look forward to that. The rate of pausing it only take about 2 hours. It's a really good thing that Spectate works with pauses, because Beer League would be completely cooked if it didn't. Team DQ, aka DDoS and Queens. Looks to take the first game of Team A, aka team not available to play. Or not able to play? I don't know, whatever. My brain's only like 75% power right now, so. Hopefully that doesn't stay that way. Okay. Yeah, I do question the Braum Ziggs combo. Honestly, the whole draft for NA was very weird. But I'm not their captain, so. Very close to first blood there for Pathfinder. And that's why we have second win. Here comes both junglers converging on mid lane. Zer's doing a great job baiting, and that should be a kill over here on Garen, and indeed it will be. And can they get the kill on Kindred as well? No, but very close. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Did I see that correctly? Oh. Okay. Hold on. That looks so weird to me. Hold on a second. So he E's, and it taunts him, but then the E hits him, and then that looked very strange to me, but either way, Pathfinder did not get taunted, so he ends up winning the all-in. Good job to him. Oh, I'm good. I'm satisfied. Thank you, though, Mr. H. Your sarcastic instructions are appreciated. I just realized Jinx actually started cold this game. She's got a Cull and a BF sword. Makes sense. I don't think Ziggs Braum can really do a whole lot to you. Good Kindred is here soloing the dragon. She is about to be discovered. Team Dairy Queen's gonna go ahead and move in, and they definitely have the pressure advantage here. It's gonna be Ziggs going down, and Jarvan's gonna steal the dragon. Jinx is gonna get excited, and that's gonna be your route. Jinx moment.
Onward.
Earlier than that. Indeed. Earlier than that. What was a close game is suddenly now not quite so close. Feat of Warfare for DQ. About a 1.5K gold lead. And First Dragon. It's tough. Nice Shurima shuffle there by really bad Zed. And that is a solo kill on the Garrett. Pathfinder NA praise. Well, he does have a huge CS lead in top lane for now, so he's doing good at that part. Dusty Queso's gonna get a bit caught out here, but I guess he's fine. Yeah, the Ziggs isn't really following up, so he's okay. I don't know, Rihi. I don't know how reliable those sources are. Pathfinder's gonna go ahead and move down and try to solo these grubs with his lead, but Jarvan just walks up and smites one. Now Jinx ult comes in, and Mordekaiser is actually pretty low. They do get one grub. Okay, they do get two grubs, and what do they do with the fight afterwards? And Pathfinder finally gets the ulti off on the Azir, but I don't know if he wins. Well, actually. Okay, hold. I know some of you guys hate rewinding, but what just happened here? Because we saw that, right? I think yeah, the mortal ended right when the Azir ult was about to hit him, so the Azir ult just disappeared. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. Pathfinder close out this kill. Indeed he can. There we go. And suddenly the gap's closed. They do get the credit for the two grubs, and they're actually ahead in gold again. Very 2.5K gold lead for Mordekaiser in the top lane already. This poor Shen kind of getting fisted at the moment. That massive shield coming in, and then the Shen ulti as well. And what looked like a pretty good fight there. For the NA bot lane gets completely turned on its head once Jinx gets half her HP bar and shields. They'd probably like you if you keep playing Ivern. I remember you played Ivern last time I saw you play in Beer League. Bot lanes tend to enjoy Ivern gameplay. Here comes a gank in the top lane. No ulti for Mordekaiser yet, so I was gonna say, I don't know if it matters. He's so strong, he's just gonna get a solo kill here. I don't know if that flash is necessary, but it was very stylish. Ooh, and that it will indeed be a double kill for the Mordekaiser. Can you show us that Shen teleport again? No. I only rewind when I need to rewind. I'm the caster. I'm in control here. Yeah, huge 1v2 double kill in top lane by Pathfinder. That's the kind of play his team needs to stay in this game. Meanwhile, NA is going to go ahead and go on this dragon, but DQ has arrived. Jarvan is in. Kindred does manage to secure it this time, and now the fight is breaking out. Jarvan has to run, but Garen is following him. Ooh, the ult nerf. Not going to quite kill him, but it does manage to finish him off, and now the rest of the fight over on the side. Jinx does get a kill, but they manage to take her down immediately afterwards. And now Mordekaiser's here, and he ulted Milio for some reason. I don't feel like he needed to, but that will be a very easy pickup. Actually, it's the Ziggs ones I'm getting them. Okay. Well, there you go. Very impressive rebound by Team NA in this game. They were down big after that play at Dragon, and they've completely turned it around. Now they're the ones in the lead. Well done to them. It's gonna be first tower as well. So it'll come down to whoever gets the Monster Slayer. I'll say that fight was a bit of an illustration of why I don't care for Eclipse first on Jarvan. I think you're just too squishy if you don't go like an HP at him first. I don't know if it would have made a difference there, but you kind of had to run as soon as Garen tried to fight him. So. Braum is less than half a Shen CS. True. And poor Renton. And this is his first Beer League match, and he's kind of just getting worked right now. Top lane be like that sometimes. That is true, especially against a Mordekaiser. Like that is. Jinx is going to get the tower here as well as get excited. And this is actually not a play that the Kindred wants. I appreciate all the shields. She definitely didn't need all of them. I don't know if she needed any of them, to be honest, but it definitely sealed the deal. Really bad Zed pulls a nice play on the bot lane of NA here and actually manages to get Ziggs' flash to still kill him. And then Braum's going down as well. So they just got double whacked by a really bad Zed. More like really good Azir. Milio seems so OP right now. What? Ever since he came out in the game, Milio's a bullshit champ. Ooh. Ziggs is able to get a kill on the Azir, kind of greeding for the tower there. Now Mordekaiser is moving on the Rift Herald. Gonna call his team over. He's just more advanced, Janna. You mean more advanced, better, Janna. Ooh, Jinx is gonna go and get the tower here, and she's gonna get excited, and that's gonna be a kill on the Ziggs. By more advanced, I mean better. Yep. I think there are some situations where Janna's better, but in general, yeah, I think Milio's just a better champion, much better champion. Does very similar things. Why the Janna hate? I mean, Janna was top tier in solo queue for like 7 or 8 years straight. I think it's fine to give her a little bit of flack. Pathfinder kind of getting kited like a bitch right now, and that is the downside of Mordekaiser. Can't get in against these range champs. You're going to have a bad time. He goes for the flash Q on Jinx. Can he actually get the kill on her? Yes, he can. Why is everything on the screen so tiny? Have you tried? What do you mean? Because I'm zoomed out? How about that? Woo! So tiny now. I know this seems close, but it seems so Jover to me. Can the caster call my mom and let her know Richie loves her? No, Richie needs to make that call himself. Be a man. Quit avoiding it. Stop toying with that woman's feelings. Meanwhile, third dragon is coming here, and both teams have converged. He's got the good positioning on it for now. Mordekaiser doesn't have ulti now, so that's a big disadvantage for them in the team fight. Now the fight's going to break out. Fantastic 3-man ulti by Jarvan, and Mort's doing what he can. Ooh, not quite able to finish off Jinx in time, and now he's going to get kited away, and that's going to be a team fight win. Team fight win for okay, I don't know how that missed, but team fight win for DQ there. Very close to taking out Jinx there and probably winning his team the whole team fight, but alas, not quite able to finish it off, and there you go. DQ gets the dragon, and DQ gets the kills. Sorry guys, I'm casting a game. You're just gonna have to live with the consequences of your decisions. And yeah, a 12 really fed Jinx is just really hard to deal with unless you have a great dive team. And unfortunately, NA do not have that. We get to see Braum's amazing wave clear right there. Pretty good. Game's still very close though. Only about a 1k gold lead here for DQ. Close in overall terms. But having your ADC be down 4k gold is a tough hole to climb out of, no matter what the rest of the game looks like. I think you need either Jarvan or Mordekaiser to have their flashes up and just flash on her in a team fight and take her out. It's pretty much the only way you win a team fight against that, I think. Meanwhile, Jinx gets excited. I'm not sure why. Was that from something else? Maybe it was just the move speed from Milio? Okay. Oh. Now a fight's breaking out here in the jungle. Bot lane for NA is going to get caught, but they're going to get out, or at least temporarily, but in the end, Braum is going to go down. Ooh. Nice attempted dodge of the ulti by Mordekaiser, but ulti's just a tad too early. But he ends up getting a zero anyway. Very cheeky.
Unstoppable.
Now we're going to get to see Ziggs Flaunted wave clear, try to hold them back. It's too bad he can't see this, or he could stop these backs and get a tier 2 tower from Mordekaiser. Well, I think he'll get it anyway. Yeah, he should get it anyway, as long as he doesn't stop hitting the tower. Indeed he will. Yeah, I mean, it's a big boy Mordekaiser. He's only 100 gold away from his third item. Actually, no, he has it already because he has the Ruby Crystal already. And here comes the gank on Mordekaiser. But no ulti there, so he's going to go down. He's going to buy Leandri's, though. That's a huge damage spike for him. Team DQ going ahead and moving on this Otacon after picking off Mordekaiser, which is the right call. The team really can't fight without him, so unless they do something silly, Azir is TPing in, but they are able to take down Jarvan before Azir gets there. And they're actually taking a lot of damage tanking this Otacon here, so they're going to move in. And now Mordekaiser has respawned and is TPing in as well, so they're going to be able to grab the aggro on Otacon. They should get it here. They will indeed, and now Mordekaiser's going in, and he flashes in, but doesn't quite have ulti yet, and he gets pushed back out by the Azir, so unfortunately kind of a wasted flash. It did secure the Otacon though, and it feats of strength for NA as well. And Mordekaiser's still going for this, which he absolutely should not be doing. Well, I guess he does get the ulti off on Azir, and now he's in the middle of them, and I don't think they're going to be able to kite him out. They will not. Wow. Wow. Alright. I think that deserves a rewind. What do you guys think? Let's go ahead and see that play again. I thought this was a terrible play that he was going for, but he proved me wrong. Alright, let's see it again. He's able to get in there, and he ults the Azir first, which is the correct call. You need to get his stats and get out of the DPS of all three of them. He probably could have ulted Jinx as well and been just fine. Then he finishes off Milio, he finishes off Jinx through the Shen shield, and then kills the Shen as well. Mord might be a problem. I didn't believe. I'm sorry to Pathfinder. I thought he was doing a silly play, but nope, he had it under control. I will say some very questionable kiting by DQ there. I don't know in what universe that Mord comes out of his ulti and he's right in melee range of Jinx. That should never happen. But that's what happened. And he ends up killing everybody because of it, so well played to him. I'm very curious to see what item Mordekaiser goes here. Decides to go for the Thornmail. Okay. I don't mind it. I would have liked to maybe seen Deadman's instead, but he probably can't afford it yet, so I think Thornmail's fine. I wouldn't have minded Randuin's either, to be honest. I think Randuin's is really nice. Having an AoE slow before your passive is procced is a big deal. Plus the crit reduction against the Jinx would be nice. And yeah, almost 8k gold lead for Mordekaiser in the top lane. That is tough. But the upside for Team Dragon Quest here is that Mord can't get that much stronger. He's only one item from full build. Why not health bars over mid turrets? Because Riot doesn't like my rewinding. Unfortunately, Brum's going to get caught out here. He is able to barely escape. Jinx ulti just misses on the side, and now Mordekaiser's here, but they see him. And that's not great, because that means he can't get the flank off. They are bugged due to Azir passive. I wish it was the Azir passive, but alas. No, it's because rewinding. Spectate client really doesn't like when I rewind. So if you don't see health bars, that means the turret's not actually there. See, that one's there. That one's not there. I would personally much prefer to see Garen splitting against the Mordekaiser at this point. You definitely need the Mordekaiser to be there for the team fights. Although he is going to get a solo kill on the Shen there. And does it without having to use his ulti either, which is good. And Garen's going in on the Jinx, which he should not be doing because now she's excited and that should be a kill on the Garen, and indeed it will be. Indeed it will be. Okay. People gotta respect the Jinx getting excited from killing the tower. I don't blame them. I forget about that sometimes too. As far as Mordekaiser's last item here, I'd really like to see a rocket belt, just because he's so fed, and his only real weakness is getting kited, and he can afford it right now. I'd really like to see him go back and get rocket belt to help close out this game. Because yeah, look at this. Like the only reason they're able to do this is because they can kite him. So does ult Emilio. So he is going to get the kill here, but not able to follow up on the Jinx. And now the Shen ulti's coming in. Oop, we're going to have Kindred going up on the side. He's going to force out the Jinx flash. Now they're going in on the Kindred, but Mordekaiser, he's not getting focused by Jinx. They have no chance of killing him. There you go. Pathfinder, more like Pathmaker. And I would like to see, yeah, they should be going up to do Baron here. They just killed the enemy jungler and 2 other teammates. Yeah, they should be 100% Baroning here. They're kind of being silly by not doing it. What the hell are these drafts? I agree. And now they are indeed going to do the Baron here. We get final item. It is going to be Zhonya's for Mordekaiser. I actually really don't like that. I feel like if you're in a position as Mordekaiser where you have to Zhonya's, your team's already lost the fight. So I really don't care for the Zhonya's. But we'll see how it works out for him. And now Mordekaiser's going to go in, and he's going to get the ulti off on Jinx. Can he finish her off, though? He's getting kited a lot, but she's at the walls of the Death Realm, and he is going to get her. And unfortunately, you can't buy a QSS to get out of Mordekaiser ult anymore, so... Well, once you're in the Death Realm, you got to fight it out. All right, and now NA should go do this dragon, yes? Yes? Team DQ? Or Team NA? I guess they're splitting up. Yeah, okay, I guess they're letting Garen soul the dragon and then everybody else, except for Ziggs, do the Baron. I guess that's fine. Although Garen does this dragon extremely slowly because he is way behind. He is 10k gold behind the Mordekaiser. So... Comes the Elixir of Iron for Mordekaiser. Good choice. Now Team DQ is going to move in here, but they're doing it pretty slow at the moment. No, I guess now that Jinx is here, it's going a lot faster. Can Mordekaiser get in here and do anything? He's going to try, but he doesn't really have any teammates to help set him up, so he's going to back off. Got a 6k gold lead here for NA now, plus the Baron. There's no tier 2s left to get, so they kind of just have to group if they want to get any farther. I guess the one thing that Zhonya's does have going for him is if they go all in, engage on the Mordekaiser with like Jarvan ult and stuff, he can wait it out. But he could also just ult the Jarvan and probably be fine that way too. So yeah, I really do not care for the Zhonyas. And they're gonna go for him here, but Kindred is here, and now he's gonna ult Shen. Probably a little premature on ulting the Shen here, but he's gonna go ahead and get him. not able to land the E on Jinx, and he should go down here. Nope, Kendra's going to come in and save him, but Jarvan's here, and there's no more members of Team NA. Yep. Yeah, see what I mean? If you have to Zanyas as Mordekaiser, your team's already lost the fight. Just get a death cap or something. And very strange macro by Team NA here, and they're all going to go down, except for Garen. They did get the mid inhib tower, but no inhibs themselves. Zanyas on Mord is good for stalling. But here's the thing. Because Mordekaiser is his whole team, if he's in a position where he needs the Zanyas, the fight's already lost, right? Like, he needs to be moving and doing damage, so I don't foresee a situation where he Zanyas and his team is then able to change the situation so that he's safe once he comes out of Zanyas. That's why I don't like it. If the game were more even, I would agree. I think Zanyas is totally fine. But since he is literally his team, 1v5ing this game, he can't afford to be stuck in stasis. I actually don't like Zanyas on a lot of other mages for that reason. Like if I'm playing like Vel'Koz or something, unless I'm against like a Rengar or a Talon, something I need Zanyas against to not get one shot. I don't like building Zanyas. And they are able to get the Mordekaiser here again, but he used up enough resources. Well, can they actually kill the Jinx here? I don't know if they actually have the damage to kill her. And this Jinx is still very, very large and in charge. And here comes it. Whoa!
Red team double kill.
That Kindred burst, though. My goodness. Okay. That's the scaling Kindred for you. 1, 2. Boom! That last auto did 40% of her HP. I think Zanyas allows him to just ult the Jinx to take her out of the fight. I mean, yeah, or you could just build Proto Belt and kill her. Like that's just kind of my thought process on that one. I don't think he can beat her in Death Realm. I definitely don't think that's true. I think he 100% beats her in Death Realm, how much armor he has. He's got Armored Advance, he's got Thornmail. He's got more than enough armor to win 1v1 as long as he doesn't get kited like crazy. And again, I don't think taking out both Mordekaiser and Jinx out of the team fight is an equal trade, so. Ooh, almost gets a catch on Jarvan. Ooh, unfortunately just misses it again. Oh, that's not the right button. There we go. We do have Dragon coming up here. This is a potential Dragon Soul for DQ. Yeah, I think I disagree on both counts, Nunya, I'm afraid. I think he beats her in Death Realm, and I don't think his team wins 4v4. So we're on very different pages. And now DQ's just going to bum rush mid here after the Dragon, which is an interesting choice. I don't know why they're doing this exactly. There's no way they end. I mean, I guess they just want to crash the wave before Baron. I guess that's a fair choice. But Mordekaiser's TPing in behind. Okay, I like this TP, although they are going to see him going over, so the element of surprise is gone. There's one big downside of Garen's going to go in, and he's going to get blasted immediately. And actually, now I hate this TP, because now they know Mordekaiser's not here. They could just go full bore forward, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah. I like the idea of the TP in theory, but when they see him, that he's not there, they immediately just all in his team. I haven't watched it from the start. I don't think team-wise his team should win 4v4 unless it's your confined in stage shuffle. Trust me when I say that there's a reason this Mordekaiser has 20 kills with 3 assists. That's the kind way of putting it. It has been the Mordekaiser show, and now he's going to get completely blasted here. And he is able to get the ulti off, but it's going to be too little too late, I think. Indeed is, and that's going to be game 1 over to Team DQ. There you go. It's tough. That is tough, but I think the Mordekaiser kind of started to fall off. He had money he couldn't spend. And yeah, I mean, all they had to do is just 5-man focus him, and they win the fight. So that is tough. And well played to Team DQ there for game 1. Finding a way to close it out despite the uber-fed Mordekaiser. And tough one for NA. Let's go Team Dairy Queen. Woo! Yeah, that Mordekaiser TP behind kind of sealed their fate, I'm afraid. His team can't walk up without him, unfortunately. And the moment they knew he wasn't there with them, they just went crazy. So, there we go. That is the downside of being a juggernaut in that situation. You gotta have to frontline and carry, and your team can't do anything without you. Tough. Play needed to be just don't walk up until Mord was closer. I agree with that as well. I don't know why Garen went quite so hard in there without vision, but it, yeah. It was hard though, because you know how the TP, like, you don't just appear, you kind of like travel, and they could see him travel over past them, so they knew he wasn't there. They knew he was on the wrong side, and that puts NA in a really rough position because they can like just chill and wait, either engage on the rest of NA or they could turn and just 1v5 Mordekaiser. So the flank could have worked, but not if they know he's there. So unfortunate play there. I appreciate the aggressiveness by Pathfinder to try to go for that, but that kind of sealed their fate. All right, looks like the sides are going to stay the same here for game 2. Let's go ahead and change the overlay here. Oh, let me add their point here. Unfortunately, The overlay doesn't line up quite right with the scorecard. I'm not sure. There was a bit of a mistake with how that worked, but that is okay. It's not that big a deal. Who's messaging me on Discord? Edmund, 1 sec, Edmund giving us a pep talk. I don't know who Edmund is, but apparently he's giving Team NA a pep talk. I was under the impression that they were ready, but apparently I was mistaken. There we go. Reese is a true brew legend. Reese is sending me Instagram materials mid-series. Brahmar 3 was pretty disaster. Yeah, I don't know why they picked Braum and Ziggs together. I don't know why they picked Braum in general. The whole draft for NA was very strange. And they almost got away with it. Simply due to the Mordekaiser 1v9, but alas. Onward to game 2. I like the Ziggs. I don't mind the Ziggs in isolation. The other stuff I found weird. Yeah, Braum and Garen blind. Very sus indeed. Yeah, the Garen really did not do much at all the entire game, unfortunately. Definitely did not justify the early pick for sure. Props to Shen. I mean, he may have gotten absolutely butt blasted in the lane, but he still found ways to contribute. So, good for him. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You run it down, you got to find a way to help your team do as much as you can. And yeah, Varus B1. If you can't pick Jinx first pick, you pick Varus first pick. That is the beer league way. How is this dude rooting for NA when no one knows who they are? I mean, that's a fair point. I also don't know who you're talking about for rooting for NA. No one believes in the flex picks. B1 always picking ADCs. Yeah, it's kind of hard to coordinate flex picks in beer league because people just don't have overlapping champ pools that often. Even in, you know, all my seasons of beer league, I think I've only had really 2 different situations where I had a realistic flex pick with someone on my team. We got Vayne flex. No, Eric, we do not. You may think we do, but we do not. You want to play ADC jungle, play Kindred or Graves. And SF is too many flex picks, probably. That's true, Danny. 100% correct. I do like the Tristana Rakan here for NA. Much more sensible bot lane this time around. I was going to say, I'm glad they didn't lock in that Udyr. Udyr against Varus and Thresh sounds like hell, but Rek'Sai a bit better. Still don't love it, but at least he can like flank and stuff. That'll make it so he can find ways to get in. Ban Yasuo. You think so? Honestly, I wouldn't mind even letting them pick it, to be honest. I don't think Yasuo Diana combo is that good unless you're against a really immobile backline that can't handle that. So far, that's not what NA has picked. I think you'd be fine letting it through, in my opinion. This would be the Lux pick for NA. Interesting. Lux blind pick. Well, now you should have banned the Yasuo. If you're gonna pick Lux mid, you should have banned the Yasuo. Now I agree with Nunya, but I didn't have all the information at the time. I didn't know you were gonna pick a mid that's hard countered by Yasuo and then let them get Yasuo. One of his best champs. Oh, I guess it is really bad Zed, huh? It is Yasuo's Eye, I guess. And it's going to be the Scion for Renton. What do we got last pick here for Pathfinder? It's too bad. I would love the Mordekaiser here again if they were allowed to pick it, but alas. I don't know what else Pathfinder really plays. Gonna go for the Olaf. Okay. Eric, you're too horny for Vayne. Settle down. I do like the Olaf. They rely a lot on CC on DQ, and he can just run right through that. Now, whether or not his team will have enough follow-up to help him out, I don't know. I really hate the Lux pick by basically every angle. So we'll see how she finds ways to contribute, but I got a feeling deep inside me that she's not going to do much. DQ should pick Ornn. Thank you, Mr. H, for your 100% unbiased advice. B1 Ornn, unironically. Ornn is a great B1 pick. Can you ask Reese if he is available? You need a 5th for flex. You can message him. He's not in game yet. You could probably play Varus and be a 5th for you at the same time. Don't look at me. He can't hear me. Well, they did pick a lot of knockups for Yasuo. He's got knockups from top, jungle, and support, so you shouldn't have that. You shouldn't have trouble getting in. That's what you like to see if you're gonna pick Yasuo. As far as what NA has against it, other than the Lux, I don't mind it at all. Khan's mobile, Sion's mobile, Rek'Sai on the left could just beat his ass. So, yeah. Now we're just waiting on Spectre delay, another minute and a half. Alright, and here we go. Is this game 3? Negative, Eric29. This is game 2. Here we go. Pathfinder does thankfully have the best Olaf skin, Mr. Brolaf, so that's a good sign. Dark Harvest Lux, which is an interesting choice. I'm also not sure why he's pathing top lane. Maybe they're swapping lanes. That would be interesting. I don't know if I like Lux against Sion, but
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Come on, give me the cursor. There we go. Who has one? Are they gonna try to catch my Pathfinder here? They will not. Yeah, I guess they're planning to lane swap here. That's interesting.
Minions have spawned.
I don't hate it, but Pathfinder doing very interesting pathing. I guess he's hanging out to make sure that they're not swapping as well. I just wanted to ask Slamroy questions. Indeed. Do you think Scion should go Sunfire Cape? Negative. Negative, good sir. Scion does not need wave clear. Q is fine. Q and Debia. Alright, jungler starting on opposite sides again this game. That's a question. Since NA swapped their mid and top, should I swap them on the UI as well, or should I leave it? What do you guys think? It's my favorite color, Danny. You already know that. Swap. All right. Do you have any tips for my mid laner, since he always gets gapped? I'd say look within on that one. I know it's red. It is indeed red. It is not just red, it is cardinal red. Nice hook by Thresh. Gets the cleanse. And that's not true. I don't always get gapped. Just sometimes. It's top lane where I'm always getting gapped. You seem like an orange or yellow kind of guy. I mean, those are both fun colors too, but definitely a cardinal red. Very nice hook by SDK. So, has to force out the flash, and then an interesting little follow-up there, but in the end, Tristana does survive. So far, SDK so just lands literally every hook possible. Nice response from Rakan, though, able to get out without having to blow anything. But Diana is here, and that will probably spell the end for these two, especially if this arrow lands, which it will. This would be first blood over to the Diana, but can they follow up with the kill on the Tristana? Does not look like it. Well, hold on. Nope. He plays it well. He is going to survive for the time being. Looking for a gank here in the top lane on the Scion. Very aggressive flash by the Rek'Sai. Does get the Scion flash though, so I guess it was worth it. There was a kill mid Mr. Caster, was there? Oh, you're right. You're totally right. Wait, what? When was there a kill? Oh wow, it was a while ago. Okay. Alright. Fair play, Mr. Pathfinder. Well played. My bad. I didn't even see that. I was too busy watching the dive bot lane. My apologies. Alright. I am tired. I'd like to see this series go to 3 games because that's more fun, but part of me wouldn't mind if this was just a 2-game series so I can go lay down. But we shall see what happens. will say that this matchup mid becomes extremely Olaf favored at level 6, because as long as Olaf uses his ult correctly, Yasuo can't ult him. So it's basically only a one ulti lane, and that's no bueno for Mr. Yasuo. Plus, even if you get your ulti off, I don't know if you want to be right on top of an Olaf anyway, so. Oh, but here he goes. He's going to pop the ulti here. Is he going to get another solo kill? Ooh, nice wind wall by Yasuo here. Nice outplay by really bad Zed there. Manages to block the axe at the point where he was already committed. And that's going to be a solo kill for the Yasuo. Pathfinder getting a little too excited there. Meanwhile, DQ's going to go ahead and use that time to go grab first dragon as well. Yeah, nice hook on Rakan. They have the damage to finish burst him. Yes, they do. And that's going to be a feat of strength over to DQ. Also might actually just win here. They can land another tornado. Oop, Sion's gonna go for the ulti as he gets the flash out of Lux. Now Rek'Sai is here. Gonna be able to get behind Sion. This should be a kill. Indeed it will be. I don't know why he ulted, but nice Lux Q there to heal the Diana, so Rek'Sai will be okay. Pretty close game so far, about a 1K. Lead here for DQ. Team Dragon Quest. Diana trying to solo the Grubs, but they do find her in time. And they're able to, well, let's see. Nope, they're actually forced off again. Olaf is on his way, but he's going to be too late, I think. Nope. Nope, he's popping Ghost, he wants in. Oop. They are going to get him. I think that's all they're going to get, though. They do only end up getting one of the Grubs. Meanwhile, a fight breaks out in the bot lane. So you can see this here. Rakan gets hooked again, which is not ideal when you're at 30% HP. Verstanis' Heck with him going in, does a nice little flash insect play on the Thresh, and then uses the reset to escape. So probably made the best of a bad situation there. Fair play. And now, we'll have a gank on the sign. He doesn't have ulti, so he should go down here again. You would think. And indeed he will. They're going to intentionally give the kill to Pathfinder. Oh. Tristana kind of goes hard in, but kind of overestimated her chances and ends up going down. Yeah, so he's going to get a bunch of plates because of that, though, which is not ideal. Very low farm on both sides in top lane, which is interesting. I feel like it's a very low kill pressure lane, so I'm surprised they're both struggling to CS as much as they are. Bit of play on the bot lane. Unfortunately, they were able to get behind the NA bot lane, and Tristana is able to get her jump off. I'm not quite sure how, but that will save her life, so well played. Be able to get a very sticky situation. Oh, they're going to go for a dive in the bot lane. That should be actually still both alive for the time being. They're going to go ahead and Varus is going to flash it, but now Rek'Sai's here, but Fresh should be able to keep it safe, I would think. No, fantastic ulti by Rek'Sai to be able to finish off Varus before getting CC'd by Thresh. Yeah, well played. Well played by the NA bot lane to bait the gank without dying, or to bait the dive without dying, and then well played by the jungler to clean up afterwards. Good job to them. They're going to go ahead and secure this dragon because of it. Good job to them. Well played. And it looks like the lanes have swapped back, at least for the time being. I really like this. I think everyone really likes this Elemental Slug skin, but you know, if this skin came out today, it would cost like $1,000. Riot has to be kicking themselves for making such a good skin and only charging like $30 for it. Oh, meanwhile, Pathfinder is going to get caught out here in the top lane. A little late on popping the ulti. Might still win the 1v2 anyway, though. And it's looking like indeed he will. And I'm not quite able to finish off Simon before he gets a tower. Now he's got Yasuo behind him as well. Flash over the wall by Yasuo for some reason. Feel like he didn't need to do that, but they do get the kill on Olaf. Tornado's going to land on the Lux. She is going to be able to get away just barely. Very close game here. Objectives are neck and neck. Goals within 500. Rek'Sai's going in on the Yasuo, which is not a good idea. You may have the item advantage, but he is up 2 levels, and that's a lot. Ooh. Attempted flash knockup by Rek'Sai, but just outside the radius, so it's not going to go through. Pathfinder says, I don't care. I'm going in on Yasuo anyway. Unfortunately, he gets CC'd by Diana just enough that he can't finish off the kill. So they're going to have to back off here. Unfortunately, he didn't have his ulti there. He probably just kills both of them. And Pathfinder, once again, just doing his best Greg Jennings impression this game. Props to anyone in the chat who actually understands that reference. Ooh, and Rek'Sai running interference on that Thresh Lantern to make sure that Varus can't go through. It was well played by him, but unfortunately, Varus just ends up killing Tristana anyway. Should get him, though. Indeed he will. There's my chat. Is my chat dead? I don't got anyone hitting me with a question mark after that reference? It's tough. Ooh. Lux has to blow her flash early, right here, yep. But she sticks around too long and ends up getting caught out anyway, which is exactly what you don't want to be doing. Yep. Another tornado. We love a fed Rek'Sai. True. Fed Rek'Sai is fun. And that's going to be another solo kill for the Yasuo. And it's going to be a Sion ulti down towards the bot lane to hold the lane against Olaf. I feel like if you're Olaf, you just immediately all in him for doing that, right? Some clean Yasuo gaming, though. Yeah, he played it pretty well. He played it pretty well. He did what he needed to do. I wasn't paying any attention. Speed to strength, but DQ does get it because they got first tower. Down bot and top. I'm not sure which one was actually first, but this dude should teach caster how to Yasuo. Indeed. I will readily admit that really bad Zed's Yasuo mechanics are better than mine. And they're going to catch out Yasuo here, but he's getting... Oh, doesn't quite get the kill, just barely misses the tornado. And Rakan needs to be careful. And they're gonna go at Rek'Sai slowly soloing this Rift Hero, but she's gonna be found. Well, I was gonna say she should be found by Diana before this is over, but and yes, thank you, Bucci. I appreciate your question mark. Does indeed end up getting the Rift Herald. Greg is spawning here. Olaf's just going in. Ooh, fantastic press land to the pull Varus away from the ulting Olaf, but he's just going to turn his sights to Diana instead, and then the flank by the guy that Tristan is able to pick off Varus anyway, and I don't know why he just ulted Sion there. But he's going to end up going down. And that should be another dragon over for Team North America. And that ult lasted forever, my goodness. Really bad Zed, getting fooled by the deep ward rune. I've done that myself, I know how it is. Got it 3 times, start walking away, and you go, hey, wait a minute. This is kind of nitpicky here, but actually I don't like that he jumped there, because there was really no big danger by getting hit by that Scion Q, but it did mean that he didn't have it for the play that happened 3 seconds later where he died to the Diana, so he actually kind of made my point. I was gonna say it didn't matter in the situation, but it actually did. So I get his desire to avoid the Scion Q, but if that's all there is, just tank it. It's not that big a deal. The Diana that shows up is what kills you. That shows up afterwards when your W is already down. No, left uses the Rift Girl to escape. Ooh, and that's going to be another knockup landed on Lux, and she's going to go down. And then Rakan trying to help out will go down as well. Meanwhile, Olaf's going to take his whip and go bot lane. Nolan's going to draw 2 here in the bot lane, which I think is actually to his advantage here, as long as he doesn't lose all his HP before the tower goes up. And now he's going to go. He's kind of running out of time before Sion gets there, so he needs to hurry. That wasn't even close, even while starting on 1 1/3 HP. That's Olaf for you. Can he 1v1 the Sion as well? He probably can. Ooh, nice flash. Which one is the one that gives Olaf lifesteal. It's his passive. Okay. Up to 20% lifesteal based on his missing health. Interesting. The attack speed is up to 20% lifesteal is all the time. Really? All the time? Am I understanding that correctly? No. There's no way it works that way, right? You don't get 20% lifesteal all the time. That'd be insane. Okay, so how much lifesteal does he have right now at full health? He has 3%. So he just has... He has the 3% from Doran's Blade. So, okay, so it's not 20% all the time. That would be crazy. Like, okay, like, that would be wild. So he doesn't get any when he's high health. It ramps up when it's low. I wish it was a little bit clearer on the tooltip how exactly that works. Because he's not getting any at all right now. But good to know that he gets a ton when he's low. That makes sense. That's how it should work. Team's kind of converging on the Otacon down to the bot lane. DQ actually taking a lot of damage here. Now Olaf's on the back, but they know he's on the back, and that's not good for him. He's going to have to run before he gets collapsed on here. He might have to try to fight his way out. Nope. Yeah, he's actually going to be able to just walk out. Thank you to whoever that is on the Beer League official channel. I assume it's Dakota. That's who it's usually been. Unfortunately, Lux is going to get caught out here and engaged on. She is able to escape for now, but kind of base her team into a bad fight. And now Olaf is here, but there's just too many targets and not enough time. They do stall long enough for Tristana to get the... oh my god, it's an aggressive flash in by Tristana. She's going to get hit. Yep, going to get by the Scion Q. Yep, it's going to be an ace. All right, so let's go ahead and watch the play. This is our first real team fight of the game, so let's go ahead and watch this again. So yeah, Lux is just way too far forward. She surprised her a little bit, but they blow a lot of cooldowns trying to save her, which probably should have just let her die for free and backed off. You can't have Olaf running in 1v5 like that to try to save a teammate. And then the fight still ends up being okay, but then Tristana kind of flashes right into Yasuo and Thresh and Scion, which is really not what you want to do. Just gets a little too excited, trying to follow up on secure more kills, but should have played a little bit slower, and I think they would have been okay. And in the end, that will be an ace for Team DQ. And they should be able to just get Dragon here, no problemo. Gold lead about 1.5k for DQ now. Game's still very much in reach though. Otacon's still up. Lux is going to go ahead and TP bot here. I'm not quite sure why. I guess they maybe want to rush it, but if they want to rush it, now's the time. Otherwise, that was a very silly TP. But they're afraid to rush it because they don't have good vision. Okay, now they're going to do it. They still don't have good vision. I would like to see Olaf be helping here. I don't like him off by way from his team. He is going to go for Varus. That is a nice ulti, but Thresh playing it well and realizing that the play is to bait out the Olaf ult and then Lantern Thresh out, or Lantern Varus out, which is exactly what happens. They do secure the Otacon, but now they have to flee. Yasuo combo's going to catch out Lux here, and now the rest of NA just has to run. They do get the objective, though. I think we can probably swap these lanes back at this point. There we go. Thresh goes ahead and steals that wolf camp. And Rek'Sai going for the Varus here, but doesn't quite have the damage to make it happen, I don't think. Especially not if he takes a bunch of damage. Ooh. Okay, that was actually well played by Rek'Sai. Ends up getting the double kill out of the deal. Does lose the tower still, but very nice play by Rek'Sai to get the ulti off at the last second to get the tower aggro on Diana or on the Diana and kill her, or was it? No, it was on the Varus, and then ult the. Yeah, whatever. Point is, they both died. I'm definitely tired. I can't follow the details. My brain mush. But close game, fun game to watch.
And be silent.
Unfortunately, I think Lux is about to go down here again. Indeed she is. That's tough. Yep, Lux is definitely not a champion you want in a side lane. She's just too vulnerable to these mobile champions. They're going to go for a flank on the Varus. Decent Rush Lantern. That is going to buy some time. Now the rest of the team is TPing in. Unfortunately, Olaf nowhere nearby, so no follow-up on the Rek'Sai dive. So that's going to be free kill, more or less, for DQ. And now they're going to go ahead and move on to this Baron. And they are outnumbered, but I definitely think they can contest here with the Olaf if they want to. But they're not really moving to do so. I think they're just conceding. At least Olaf is. Maybe Rek'Sai will try to steal. He is going to go in. Smite does secure it by Diana. Well done. It was a nice attempt. It was a close smite. So I don't mind him going for it in that situation. They really don't lose anything because he died there. Well, they got the double split push. Redeem DQ here, which is a good thing to be doing. Just avoid the Olaf and push where he isn't. Good to go. I do think that Flash Ghost on Olaf is the right call, but it does make situations like this rough because you can't TP your team. And NA's fight's breaking out. Hold on. Fight's breaking out here in the mid lane. They're trying to start dragging, but they need to be careful. Sion can end this game if they get stuck out here for too long. He's going to go ahead and land hook on Rakan. He's going to get engaged on. Doing a good job stalling, though, and now the carries for NA are here. Not quite fast enough, unfortunately. They're going to have to back off the dragon. The Sion's going to end this game. And NA says, or he says, not so fast. But Olaf says, not so fast, you're not so fast. And he goes in and basically one-shots the two of them. He needs to leave, though. He needs to, no, you need to leave. I don't think Tristana alone can stop the Sion. I mean, maybe she can. Sion with Baron minions, I don't like her chances. And again, I don't like using the W to dodge the Q, especially since he didn't even dodge it. I mean, Sion backs off here. He really doesn't have to. He could have kept going. But just has to play it safe. And it does get third tower, so they are on soul point, although they are down 6.5k gold now, so whether or not they'll be strong enough to contest next dragon remains to be seen. Olaf gonna go for Yasuo here, he should. Nope, he will not. Actually, I'm not sure he beats Yasuo at this point. Also got Shield Bow and Infinity Edge. He might not win. Yasuo does a lot of, and Grievous Wounds. Yeah, Yasuo might win that at that point. So I don't blame him for not taking that. Maybe if Olaf had a Randuin's, he could take that. I'm also just now noticing that this is an AP Varus, which is interesting. I'm fine with it. I think it's an okay. I think it's a good build choice here. I just didn't notice it until now. Nice hook on the Tristana there, followed up by the Verisol, but she does cleanse. And now the fight kind of begins. They're going on Sion, but he can afford to take it, so Olaf's kind of looking for an opening, but not eager to commit too soon, which is the right call. And Sion has to ulti out to escape. Second Baron spawn is coming up here. Olaf does have his Sterix, that'll be nice. I'd really like to see... Actually, I don't know what I'd like to see on that last item. And Randuin's would be good, but... Oop, they're going for it. They're going to go ahead and engage on the Diana. Nice Zanya's. That'll buy some time for the team. She's... Oh my god. And going so close on the Diana for reasons I don't understand. It stalls long enough to get the 3 or 4 man ulti for Yasuo to come in to help, and what looked like a good fight for NA immediately turns into a terrible fight based off of that, although actually they're still doing okay so far. Nice ulti by Lux to finish off the Varus there. And yeah, that looked like it was going to be a pretty easy clean wipe for NA, but now they got to fight for it, but they're still, I think, going to come out ahead. Okay. Fair enough. I really don't like the Tristana positioning. I don't know why she's jumping into melee range of a Diana. I hate it. I hate it a lot. In the end, they pay for it, so. I know Tristana's an aggressive ADC, but there's been a lot of melee range Tristana in this game, and I am not a fan. And I guess when the cooldown is less than 20 seconds, you might as well just ult to help DPS the dragon. This should be Infernal Soul over here for DQ, or for NA, which is really nice. It applies a slow Slamrai, you wouldn't get it. Yeah, they definitely needed to slow the in Zanya's Diana for sure. It's a pretty big slow though, isn't it? Yeah, 40% for 2 seconds. It's not terrible. But yeah, I don't know if you need to slow the melee champ that's right next to you instead of just being at range. Thank you, Stone. Your Tristana plays explain your perspective on that explains a lot from what I've seen from your Tristana plays. You clearly share a similar attitude as Mr. Queer Weary here. Query Quee? Query Quee. Bit of a mouthful. Now teams are kind of just shooting for the Baron here. Luck's down in the bot lane with TP. I think I'm fine with that. Although DQ is gonna go ahead and move in, and they don't actually see this. They're trying to move in to get vision, but it's gonna be too little, too late. That's gonna be a Baron over for DQ. And now can they get a team fight to put the game to bed as well? They might. They are gonna catch Rek'Sai here. Rakan's trying his best to help out, but in the end, there's too many holes on this sinking ship. They're both gonna go down, and Lux is still bot lane. She needs to go back right now if they have any chance of clearing this wave. Plus, that ult would probably be helpful with clearing the wave, although it will be up again in about 15 seconds. But he's going to get the tower, now he's got it back. Can they clear the wave? Well, that will not help. Olaf's going to go ahead and get CD here. He's going to have the ulti, but the big shield's coming in, has to flash out before he gets bursted too hard. They do get the Diana, but they don't really have the damage to follow it up, I don't think. And now, again, with the jumping into melee. Why? Stop it! You're hurting my soul, Tristana, please. You're a range champion. Play at range. I'm begging you. I mean, in the end, NA still wins his fight and forces them out of the base, but oh my goodness, please. Ooh, very nice Q by Sion there to interrupt the Rakan gap closer to save Varus for a little bit longer. Oh, wow, it didn't actually interrupt the Sion ulti, so he's gonna escape. Okay. That's both Nexus towers down for NA. They will respawn here fairly soon, but in the meantime, they are vulnerable to being backdoored. Triss slow secured Yasuo's death. Shut the hell up. Mr. Stone, enough out of you. I already got Eric gaslighting me. I don't need you saying nonsense in the chat, too. And Olaf's going to go for it. Taking the tower, but I don't like this play. The reward just isn't here unless they are able to end the game, which they are not. So he's going to go down. Yep, Sion's going to go down. Sion's going to go down, but that's not worth trading Olaf's life at this point. I mean, granted, there's no objectives up except for your Nexus, which is kind of the most important one. So they need to back and defend, and they're going to have to defend without Olaf, which is going to be a tough task. And they got a while. They got 35 seconds. If there's any silver lining here, it's that Diana does not have ulti, so they're not going to have the easy Yasuo combo here for at least another 10 seconds. So as long as they're able to stall a little bit, they should be fine. Yep. And yeah, ooh, nice flash ult by Varus, but Tristana is able to buffer it. But in the end, I don't think it's going to be enough. And it indeed will not. They just push through and end the game. So let's go ahead and see that again before the game ends here. Okay, so there's flash ultis to Tristana. And Tristana does get her W off in time, but that's still a good enough engage that, yeah, it's just Lux gets blasted. There's no Olaf here to help this front line. That's going to be it. They're going to walk forward in the game. So there you go. Progressive Team DQ. It's going to be a 2-0 win for them. Another tough week here for Team NA. But, yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. It's definitely a lot of room for them to improve. I hope they can find a way to do that as the season goes along. But it was a fun series to watch. And, yeah, that'll be it for now for this series. There are 2 series tomorrow. There is In regular beer league, there is PSS versus NSF, aka Team AK, playing at A Central. And then there's also my team, 2 versus IPS at the same time. Whether or not either of those games will be casted remains to be seen. Given that the 2 people who have been casting games this season are playing at that time, it's not looking good. But maybe we'll have a hero, someone to step in and say, "I'll cast that game." But we shall see. But thanks for watching, everybody. Fun stream, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye.